Hey, welcome back, guys. So in this video, I just wanted to go over what I use for microscopy and also just like a short buying guide for how to buy your first microscope, and if you're trying to get into a little bit more advanced microscopy and things like that. So the first microscope that I use is a Modic BA300. I got it online secondhand, and it came with this perfect turret condenser that has phase ring annuli that'll line up with the objectives, and this provides me with a great phase contrast image. And this microscope also allows for dark field, which gives you a very nice, highly contrasting image. So the second microscope that I use is a Modic AE31 phase contrast inverted microscope. It's also from the older generations of Modic, but it provides me with an incredible phase contrast image as well. The benefits to this is that it's a different type of phase contrast, positive versus negative, and it provides me with a great sharp image from below the specimen instead of above. The final piece to my setup is a Haier microscope camera that I got off Amazon. It was about $100 and it does the job, and it hooks up right to my monitor. Now I'd like to cover buying a microscope. This is a little bit more of a daunting task, but I think I have some good recommendations. Just as a disclaimer, this is just my opinion and there's no reason you have to follow it whatsoever. Thank you. When I first got into the hobby of microscopy, it was extremely hard to buy a microscope. There were hundreds and hundreds of different microscopes for sale online. Each of their websites were advertising different magnifications, different abilities, and different form factors and things that came along with the microscopes. And also they were not name brand, they're more off-brand things, and they were selling for tons and tons. And what I realized later on was that a lot of these statements that they were making were not true. And that led me to going to buy used microscopes. Things like this Nikon, which has extremely good objectives, sold for about $200 on eBay. And things like this Nikon Labifot 2 with every single plan objective there is, only for $400. And you might be asking, well, the additions to this thing to get things like phase contrast is super expensive. And that is not true. You can buy them for dirt cheap. The final point that I'm trying to reach here is that these are professional grade microscopes selling for the exact same price of those new microscopes, amateur microscopes online. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying we like to have a little bit more capability and clarity when it comes to microscopy. This is just something that I wish I knew when I first got into this hobby. When it comes to microscopy and things like that, I feel like you should be looking for something of higher quality rather than something that's more expensive. And I feel like that's what these used microscopes get you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these kind of things, and I'll see you guys in the next microscopy video. Thanks, guys. See ya.